Hey Jen, so we went over quite a few new options today. I know they're not going to be the most pressing with, going to be down here for a few weeks on the exercise part of things, but we just want to show you some options now that we're kind of moving on to bigger and better body parts here. So starting with lumbar strengthening, the low back strengthening. First one that I really like the most for you and for most people, nice wide stance seated. I like holding up about a 10-pound weight. 10's usually the minimum. Like to eventually bring this up to 20 or 30 pounds when we're really getting after it. And then what we're doing here, again, we're kind of working two parts with our back. We start with a nice posture and a stiff back. And we're gonna lean forward as much as that'll allow us. And then we're gonna get to a point where our back wants to bend. So we let that happen. Really good stretch at the bottom, great groin stretch, great back stretch. And then you come up in the reverse. You come up bent, and then a little bit back into posture. So again, if you only did this with a stiff back and you never let it bend, this is what it would look like. So your lumbar is really never getting any work. All this is happening from my hips. So once that hip break happens, then it's back. Boom. Back. So a lot of good low back strengthening happening here. Reps, I don't care about. Just make them comfortable, make them worthwhile. That looks great. If you want to get a little more aggressive with that, or if you find yourself that you're in a position where, you don't have the bench and the plate, the standing version is very similar. I like butt against the wall. Just keeps you a little bit more better posture. Same thing. Start with a straight back. As it starts to bend, let it bend. Now, you wouldn't do this if you had 200 pounds on this bar. The idea is we usually use a little bit of weight, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, tops, just enough to make them challenging on the back, but you're not gonna blow out a disc or anything like that, We're just challenging the muscles and not the joints. So, full range of motion, good back bend, the weight's just kind of there providing a little bit extra help for us. All right, really like that one. Then we had a couple more. I'll go ahead and do this lying down. We did if you find yourself prone, we had a few options. First one, if you just hit your arms down, then you're just coming up here, and this is gonna be more of that hold as opposed to reps. So you're kind of doing a half of a Superman hold, just going for a big rep. Again, bonus points if you squeeze your shoulder blades, bonus points if you squeeze your glutes together. So just getting the whole backside working. This kind of goes into one of my favorites eventually. Remember we did the skydivers, arms are up, thighs are up, glutes are on, everything's on. That's a really killer one to hold for a long period of time. And then if you were gonna flip it over, remember our bridge cues. If your feet are far away on that bridge, it's a lot of hammies. But if your feet come way up, that's gonna be more low back. Again, you're kind of doing a back extension in this moment. This is a good one if you're already down on the ground doing some other work. So those are four, I think, really good options to keep your low back and your lower core strong without overdoing anything. So seated, standing, face down, face up, plenty of options. We also got into groin. Favorite one that we did there was you're gonna grab your new favorite band. And then from here, get some tension on it, and then you're just stepping. Again, this doesn't need to be any sort of a big, deep lunge. I mean, granted, if you want to bend this knee more, get you a little more depth, just like this, just stepping in and out. And then we talked about, instead of having the rail here, something to hold on to, it's kind of providing a little bit of balance at the same time. So I really like this one to address the groin, but also it's going to give you a little more balance carryover into your walking, more so than those machines at the gym. So love that one for you. And what's nice about the band, once you get used to bands, you can do anything. You can go backwards, you can turn forward, you can do some hip flexors, you can go out. So they're going to be versatile down the road. So I like you getting started with those. And then for balance, we had two. Easy one that I think you can start kind of these next couple weeks while you're in recovery mode a little bit here. Just think about a clock. So again, you're standing on 1 foot stationary, tapping 12, 3, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Just kind of play around with these angles. that just challenges that bottom knee to stay stationary, my bottom leg, I should say. Obviously, as you get better at it, bigger clock. Really reach for your 12, reach for your 6, reaching for my 9. So very good static balance within a clock. We also did static, full extension. Ooh, let me get myself. Extension to flexion. Extension to flexion. This one's nice. Again, kind of just mimics that walking a little bit more. I like those two a lot. I think you can do those pretty easily right now. Like we said, next step on balance is a little more dynamic, kind of that step and hold, and maybe we start to get into that more when we talk about walking speed down the road. I will send you a link to the bands again that I use, but feel free to adjust those. Other than that, again, shoulders doing better. Keep on the shoulder routine. Keep on the elbow routine. And then I'm thinking when we get on the calf and the calf too. Don't forget. Sorry, let me show you this one real quick. Keep doing your calf stretches. But again, I think where you're really first go to the tall incline side, so you're actually getting a stretch. Straight knee's great, it's gonna hit you up here, but then a little bit of a bent knee. I think that's where you really need it. That's where that left one is super tight. So just slight bend, that'll put it where you need it. And then yeah, I'm excited, in the future we can talk about walking speed. We can talk about a little bit of maybe a little walk jog, keep cranking the elliptical. Again, if you're happy, I'm happy. So we keep rocking and rolling. Best of luck to you recovering, and I'm excited for a good update. Take care, Jen. Bye.